Hey Capricorn, so you are the last step on the docket. I kind of went in a random order through all the signs and doing a reading for the Lion's Gate, but you are my 12th and last sign to read for. So you can finally close this little project that kind of came out of nowhere for me, but I've really enjoyed it. I don't know whether I'm going to do more videos, but yeah, it's exciting stuff. Okay, so I do have to point out the tower because it was also the first one in the deck when I opened it. So this is obviously an influential one for you guys right now. We're going to read it face up. So the tower is all about leaving all you've built behind. It's a cleansing, starting over in a huge new way. It's, this couple, this king and queen, have gotten to the epitome of what they were trying to achieve. They're wearing the crowns. They've gone through their journey. They've reaped the rewards of their success, and now they have to be pushed back down again to start over. Because you can't stay in that great position forever. It's a natural cycle in life to end and begin. It's a continuation. So if there's nothing to strive for, if you've reached that crown, that throne, you can't keep it forever. And that's what this card really preaches them. That lightning strike just coming out of nowhere. It's going to hit you where it hurts. It's going to set everything off, and you're just going to feel like you are literally falling down. You're literally just crumbling, okay? But this is a very big transformational card, and it's really one of those fate cards where you just have to surrender to it, because it's going to happen, and the more you resist, the harder it's going to be for yourself. So see it for what it is. But this could be, a lot of big events for you. If it's work related, if this marriage needs to end, this romance needs to end, whatever this may be, it's really gonna hurt, but it's overall going to be a very gratifying new journey. Okay, so let's see what else we have here for Capricorns. So for you guys, when we're looking at Leo season, we've got, here we go. So, new job. This is really, what you've worked for so long. I mean, Capricorn literally stands for career. And it's not just the sixth house of work like Virgo has, how you work, but Capricorn is that career. It's how you're recognized for your work. It's what you can achieve, like what you can do basically, and it's really mastering that field that you're working in. So this offers a completely new start for that. Along with the tower, this could be really something, out of left field for you, something you were never anticipating on doing, but could be really exciting and interesting experience for you. So you're gonna be offered, a new path, a new journey, and we like those pages because it's all in our hands. I mean, literally, we choose that destiny. So, like that tower energy is just going to come in and wipe everything off, give you a new slate, and it's going to feel very scary, especially for you Capricorns that need that consistency, that need that stability. It's really going to hit you hard, but there's going to be an offer very soon if it hasn't already been presented. So there's a silver lining to that, okay? So definitely do some research, see what you can find out about this opportunity, and see if you could really see yourself going in that new direction. Um, let's see here. Anyways, like I was saying, Capricorns are all about, um, well, when we're looking at Leo season, you have Taurus in that fifth house. So Taurus is the finer things. It's the money, the possession, the material world. It's earnings. So you put in the work so you can enjoy it, and you've done that, and now we have to start over. So that's really what this season is about. Hopefully, it's not a truly detrimental season, but it looks like that Lionsgate energy is opening things like this for all the signs. We've really seen that death card a lot, some tower, and a lot of pages. So there's all of these new paths that are being presented to just about everybody, it seems like. But it's really up to us to use that energy in a productive way. Um, so here we've got a new home life. So this is, putting that effort into the home life, allowing it to be prosperous, a new move, and enjoying that familiarity, so to speak. So this is again goes along with the tower in a way in that you've achieved everything. Like this is that dream of the home card, and so maybe we're having to start again or change this vision we've had for that perfect family. Um, and here we can do that a little bit by giving. So by giving, we're able to receive some more perspective. We're able to feel a little more generous and a little more fulfilled. Um, that's really a beauty, especially for the earth signs out there that do have it better off because they're very hardworking. So it's always good to give a little back. And maybe that's a charity may come about, maybe a friend that's really just experiencing some rough times is going to maybe ask for some help, a lending hand. So don't give too much of yourself. The scales here represents balance, is give what you can, but you also don't want to detriment yourself, and especially in a big time of transformation. You need to have some kind of security. So this is another 10. Okay, so we've got big transformation here. So we've got 10 of Swords and 10 of Cups. So Cups we know to be emotion, family, dreams, wishes. So for all of your wishes and your dreams to come true, this is really going to hit you where it hurts. This is really going to allow you to step into a new perception. Your mind is going to start over, and allow you to see this new way of working, this new field. By kind of like just proving all of your notions to be one way that you've been going this whole time, and so that one way is just getting destroyed now, and so we can find that new path. And this doesn't mean that you're going to get stabbed in the back. This is just swords are more so self-inflicted because it represents your mind, and you control your mind. If you can. Not everyone can. I mean, it's definitely a balancing act, and it's really hard. But those swords are usually your own inflictions. So you're doing this to yourself, but it's in a way that it's going to bring about this new beginning. And you've taken on all of this information, all of this learning, this study. I mean, Capricorns, when they invest, when they, you know, they go into a field of research, or they study something, I mean, they know it through and through, every little detail. And that's what's really we're focusing on here, is cleansing all that we've been learning this whole time, and let's see how we can put it to use elsewhere. Um, I think that's what we're doing here. So don't get so inside your head right now, but just kind of see what prospects are coming. You should already be noticing a lot of change. Wow. So how can we be generous, when we feel like everything was just destroyed? Maybe this is even giving to a family member in need. Maybe they're the ones that really need some help here. Okay, so Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so the money is going out for you. There's a new journey there. That Ten of Cups, that Ten of Swords, all transformational, and then we have Ace of Wands reversed. So Ace of Wands is kind of like a new enlightenment, a new journey, a really big one. That fire energy, it just lights you up, and just kind of we're gonna light that spark here, and then just go for it. So are we ready? Are we ready for this? When it's reversed, I don't think we're willing to acknowledge that path is there. So we don't have that fire, that urge to go, go forward straight into it. Maybe it's a little scary to us. So, but we're really noticing a huge amount of opportunity here by letting go of what we've worked so hard to achieve. It's just a natural process. Don't feel like this was all for naught, because it's not. It's really, it's just, we're opening a new chapter here, and we're really going to begin again. And so that's what the Ace of Wands is. We really want to see it for that. It's a great opportunity, some spiritual fulfillment, and you're charting your own destiny here. Okay, so let's see what else we have that's going to help us through this. Those wands always have the leaves on them, and that really represents growth. Where your pentacles, your earth signs, are more about abundance. The fire is really about growth, because it lays out a path for you more than any other sign. So, and it's typically for yourself. Fire isn't necessarily romantic, but it's that inner strength that you have to kind of charge ahead with and follow, and something that you can only do, which this ties right into that. So we've got the Hermit here. So going into Virgo season, we are really going to feel isolated from the world. We're really going to go into our shell, and it can be rewarding. It's too much self-time can be destructive, but I think what's going on here is we really want to be sure that we are ready for this path, and that we see opportunity when it presents itself, and that we can turn this the right way. So, 'cause right now it's reversed. So if we take that inner time and really look at things, then we can kind of be more confident in the future, because that's not something that's natal to Capricorns. Capricorns represent the past, and there's a lot of future possibility here. So The Hermit's really going to be a you time. You're going to be climbing that mountain alone, but only to become stronger. And you're going to find a new way of looking at things with this light here. So um, it's really going to illuminate what you need to do come Virgo season, and yeah, it's going to give you the answers you need. So really, really kind of, it's not a time for socializing, but it's a time of calming your center, getting to a better place, leaving, trying to leave everything behind. Here we go. Okay, this has come up for, I would say, half of the signs right now. So we've got some really hard goodbyes. This could indicate that we're running away. We don't really say goodbye because we can't handle the emotion. We have to flee almost in a sense. But you're definitely leaving some true some true affinities behind. Maybe you're leaving a loved one behind to go on this path. This could be family too. That Ten of Cups. Maybe this is a career opportunity that's kind of beckoning you to move away from your family. It's a long distance, career. Whether it's like military or just a really big company that's offering you, a new way, a new approach, maybe in the field that you're in, but something that you're seeing prospect in. And you really got to take some time to realize if you can do that, if you can balance the two, and it's something only you can decide. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to be painful, emotional. You're going to feel like you are without when you do leave, but don't worry. It's all for the greater good. It's so you can truly start again. Okay, so find a way that's going to be the easiest and least painful for you to say goodbye, because we really need to. If you leave without saying goodbye, you're just doing yourself harm. You're not giving yourself that closure you need. And also the other person if it's a love interest. So we have the Queen of Swords here, and she's really telling us what we need to hear. She's beckoning us forward for her insights. She's not scared of a battle. It's usually a battle of wits, a battle of the mind. With that bird overhead. Now she's interesting for one of the kings and queens. She's literally facing a completely different direction. So I think what this is telling us too, with this hermit, all this movement, you're really going in a completely new direction. It's really going to be unfamiliar territory for you. So, but it's going to be very, very intriguing. It's going to be very intellectually rewarding, and you're going to open up a new way of perceiving things, of communicating, like with the world, and it's really going to give you something to invest in again. You know what I mean? Like it's going to open that urge for you to study and know and really, really investigate. So I think this is great. It's a new way of looking at things. So that's what we want to do here. We don't want to really get argumentative. We don't really want to um, I don't know how to say it, but we don't want to overthink things, that's for sure. Okay. So let's see. So now we have another page. So we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Page of Wands now. So this is really, again, the journey. So this is what we really want to see when we talk about a journey, because like I said, that fire energy is really the most signifying of a true journey, because fires, they really chart their own course. They pick their own path. They really can't be um, influenced in that way, because they know what they need to do in the world. They have a kind of a cosmic clarity in a sense, and it's just um, kind of suppressing their their childlike nature a little bit, and seeing what they truly need to do, to kind of light the way for others. And so the Page of Wands is really the new journey. So this could take you to distant lands too. Like when you cross the desert, um, it's really fulfilling, but it can really strap you down. It's just not a nice environment to go through, and um, so it's not going to be an easy journey, but it's going to be very rewarding from what I can see here. And it looks like it's something that's really going to, it needs to happen for you. So you can realize that strength that's inside, that maybe you haven't been feeling for a while. So that Page of Wands, you are on a journey to find your strength. Maybe you've not felt strong in a while. Um, yeah, that courage. Um, that lion is the impulses, and the maiden is really kind of, she's taming it in a sense. So that impulsivity, that need to kind of roar for all to hear, to kind of to be playful all the time, to really not be responsible necessarily. That maiden is really calming it, and by giving it love, we're taming the beast within, our more animalistic tendencies. So, um, you know, this is this is a card that kind of plays into that. If we can tame that inner beast, we can really enjoy the physical world and the beauties it has to offer, even if it is getting a new pet. Maybe that'll really help you in this transition, by taking something with you. Having a little companion. So here, this is again ties into the giving card. So this is really about, maybe finding a way to put your earnings and your hard work and your investments into a more humanitarian um, way, because she's giving three of those pentacles here. So she's saving, because you have to stay secure. You can't give more than what's than what you need. But she's giving like 25% there. So when she does that, she's able to really, I mean, look at this card. It's so bright and beautiful. Like all of that growth there, you're really able to find a new sort of abundance when you give, and it's more of a spiritual abundance, where you kind of realize that all the stuff that you've been working for, hasn't been serving you. It's really looking at a more altruistic sense of success. So maybe giving isn't very natural to you, Capricorn. I mean, you definitely hold on to things because I think, from an early age, you felt like you weren't in control of things. A lot of Capricorns have really um, kind of harsh pasts, like lots of orphanage um, upbringings, and a lot of it has to tie into the family with Aries in the fourth house. Like that was family's always a struggle for you, and you may not even have one. But so getting things, really makes you more stable in earning things. But you have to realize that process of letting go and giving back is just as much, if not more, rewarding than all of that hard work brings. So, okay. And here we've got another home life. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then this is all kinds of transformations. So with the Chariot, this is again that new path, that spiritual path that Page of Wands is talking about. So this is every kind of change imaginable. Really, the home is definitely changing. The job is changing. Your spiritual journey and what you now need to do with your life, like it's all completing a cycle, and it's birthing a new one. So really take that time for yourself, and really see what it is, see the prospects, and see, like that you have that strength. You can do this. Okay. These are some great cards. I really, the Tower is scary, but this is really beautiful, blossoming, bright time for you, Capricorn. I'm sorry. This is really going to set you up for the future if you let it. And yeah, and I think everything will be okay once you leave it. I don't see here, like really any hurt. So if you are leaving, your family to start a study or work or abroad, I don't really see here that that it's going to be completely life altering. Yes, it's really going to allow you to retreat into that shell. But it's because it's something that you need to do. No one else is doing this with you. So, and it's going to hurt. It is going to hurt. But look at this. I mean, it's just so much here. These last 4 cards in particular just offer so much promise. Destiny awaits, and yeah, but just don't underestimate the value of giving. Um, Letting others. Yeah. So, anyways, so just stay strong. You've got it within you. This is Leo season, so we like to see that strength card, and we can all have that. That's part of the 12 signs are all symbiotic. They, neither one can exist without the other, and so we all have these things. Sometimes it just takes a little more looking to find them, or for them to resurface again, if we haven't experienced them in a while. So take care, Capricorn, and yeah, very excited.